Have you ever been in a situation in which you had to decide between work and play? Perhaps a major factor to your choice was your time, or lack thereof. On a personal level, time is a scarce resource. For today, we shall be discussing what scarcity is from an economic perspective and how it affects our daily lives. Scarcity refers to the fact that society has limited resources and therefore some goods and services cannot be produced. To put this into perspective, imagine a pizza with 8 slices. However, 9 people are at the table. Hence, the group is forced to make a decision on how to allocate the slices of pizza. Now, just imagine that pizza is the world's resources and that the people represent countries, firms, cities, and even individuals. Scarcity is then a fact of life that every person and every country has to deal with, and it also forces them to make intelligent decisions on how to use their resources wisely. Scarcity is difficult to replenish. It is different from shortage. A shortage is a situation in which quantity supplied fails to meet the quantity demanded. It is easy to restore. Whereas scarcity is a reality that our resources are finite and limited. Since this is an ever-present fact, there are many ways to identify it. These are the indicators of scarcity. For natural resources, land is the greatest example. While one of the most valuable resources, it is also one of the most scarce. The constant constructions of farms and infrastructures greatly contribute to this. Secondly, mineral resources. This includes non-renewable resources like oil and gold. They are scarce because, as mentioned, they are non-renewable and can only be replenished after a few million years. Next, human resources refer to the human force and population, particularly labor. An example of human scarcity would be Japan, where a large portion of the population is senior. This results in a low labor force for the economy. Lastly, capital resources. These refer to the man-made equipment used to produce goods and services. An economy that is behind technological advances and machineries can be considered as scarce in terms of capital. Since scarcity is a problem everyone faces, people have found many ways to keep it in check. Allocation, efficiency, conservation, opportunity cost, and choice. First off, allocation is the proper distribution of resources. It is similar to how we decide to allocate our time and energy to certain activities. Secondly, efficiency. It is the use of resources to its full potential, making a great result with the least efforts. An economy can be efficient with their population if there is a high amount of skilled and qualified laborers. Next, conservation. Conservation is becoming thrifty on the resources so that it will reduce slower. A great example for this is by reducing, reusing, and recycling our waste. Fourth, opportunity cost. It is the value we give up to produce something. A great question would be, will the government focus on infrastructures such as roads, or focus on anti-poverty efforts? This question leads us to the last point. Choice. People must choose which of their desires they will satisfy and which they will leave unsatisfied. In general, needs must go before wants. Everyone should be smart in how they deal with scarcity, because scarcity is a problem everyone, everywhere faces.